Yo, what is up everyone? Tachi here. So today I decided to make a guide for part 2 of the story, chapters 21 through 25. Just a heads up, some of these units are definitely not replaceable, so do keep that in mind. I suppose in this scenario, probably Levia is replaceable with another 100% defense unit. And this Seto is supposed to be an Angelica, but I personally use Seto because I don't have an Angelica, so that's just a heads up. Ventana, probably you don't want to replace her. She does always deal with one of these because they do have taunt. And Larkus, I do have him at +6, but this is definitely one of those scenarios where the higher you have him the better, just because mine does die. Even though it doesn't actually make a difference, you will clear faster if you have a higher plus Larkus, just a heads up. Other than that, yeah, let's go into it. Let me show you this form. And this form actually does work for everything up to the final boss of chapter 21, which will require one more unit in this exact same formation. Now, as you saw there, Larkus did die. I believe if he was a higher plus, he would likely survive that. So, you know, just my 2 cents. Definitely one of those scenarios where you want to have your team as high as possible. Yep, and that should be it. And then let's go over to chapter 21-10 so you guys can see what form I use for that. And this one is really just like such a minor difference. All you do for this one is, where is it? Where the hell is where's she at? There she is. All you do is put Alekos up here. And that's it. It's really that simple, honestly. Now, obviously I did grab these guides from Naver. Just a heads up, I will have the link in the description down below if you guys are interested in checking that out instead of watching the rest of the video. But please do watch the rest of the video if you feel like it. My form is just ever so slightly, probably going to be ever so slightly different because I do have to find some variants for a lot of these units. You guys know KR is quite ahead of us, so unfortunately I have to sub out a couple units that they have, like Eden and Angelica, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, let's move on to chapter 22. And chapter 22 is actually even easier. You really don't have to make much changes here. This is gonna work up to 22-10. So let's go ahead and just show you exactly what that looks like. Yeah, Larkus is definitely a very good unit for these chapters, just gonna say that ahead of time. Yep, that's fine. And as you see, pretty much just deals with all of those for me. And then Levy's gonna kill the last two. Very simple, very easy. So let's move on to 22-10. Let's show exactly how that works. And here we are, 22-10. This is a very simple one as well. Just have Davi here. Kills. Easy. That's all that matters. It's really that easy, guys. It's really that easy. Yeah, Lark is pulling his weight over there. It's a good thing that I made him for Patan, huh? Would be a shame if you don't have Larkus, guys, because gonna be pretty difficult for you guys. I don't know what you could possibly replace him with. But let's move on to chapter 23. We still got 3 more chapters to go. And 23 is actually even easier. You're able to clear this entire thing with basically this form. The barb doesn't actually matter here, but she does take care of one of these since they do have a reflect, but she does die. Doesn't make a difference because she still clears. You could really replace her with anything here though. You can replace Seto. If you have Anjay plus 12, you can go with Angelica. You can go with Lude, it doesn't really matter. Personally, I just use Barb here, and let's get on with that. Yeah, so as you see, dies to the reflect there. Not a huge deal though. And then next turn, Levia will deal with one of those, and then the other one should die to Larkus. And even if he doesn't, he'll die to Ventana. So definitely doesn't matter. Like I said, that's definitely very easy. So I'll let you guys know when I get to chapter 24. So be right back. Yeah, just a heads up. I actually almost failed on 23-5. But luckily I still 3-starred even with this team, so maybe with a better unit here instead of Barbara, you know, Anja is fine like I said, Valze, basically literally anything else. I think you'll probably have a better shot. For now I guess I'll just swap it back. I'll put Seto here. I think maybe the extra damage will help a little bit, probably not. Either way, that's it for me guys. Have a nice day.